Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval. Today we'll be reviewing the first of the second campaign world missions. I don't really know how to explain them, but we're going to do 2-1 today. And so we have now switched from using tier 3 and 4 tech tree ships to 5 and 6 tech tree ships, since you can assume that you would at least have a few additional ships at this point in the game. And honestly, this is the tiers that you would start needing because you come across battleships and the first carriers in these world missions. So if you have something that has absolutely no anti-aircraft defense, it's gonna hurt. Alright, so today we are going to challenge ourselves by using one of my favorite destroyers, and that is Farragut. And our mission today is going to go for Tassafaronga, and that's 2-1. And then we'll be going up through Cape Esperance, Naval Island, and finally Guadalcanal for this world mission, a set of 4. So today we're going to be doing Tassafaronga, which has us going up against 8 destroyers and a Kongo class battleship. Kongo is actually one of the very powerful top tier battleships if you know how to play her right. And on our side, we have Independence, New Orleans, some Brooklyn, looks like a Pensacola by the outline, and some Fletchers, Mayhans, and me at the bottom in the Farragut. Also, one thing, if you haven't noticed yet, even if the ship itself is, like, let's say a Kagero or something like that, it may not have the same amount of health as a tech tree Kagero, because they're kind of adjusted for the missions. So you can have a Kagero or like a Fubuki with like only 9,600 health. So here's actually a good example about that. That is a Shodatsuyu, which is pretty much a Fubuki, and they only have 9,600 damage. Some of them have 11,700, way below the normal range. So even if it does say you're going up against a Kagero or something like that, you're not going up against a tech tree Kagero, you're going up against a world mission Kagero, and there is a difference. Alright, so we're just trying to make our way down towards the battlefield here. We are heading there at about 45.4 knots with our speed boost and speed buffs applied, and we also have health buffs. Technically we're in range, however our chance to hit anything is still pretty low. But we can start flinging shells out. One of my favorite reasons that I like Farragut is because you have good guns with a good rate of fire, good damage, and you also have really decent torpedoes as well. Your speed's not terrible. Your AA, though, is not the best, it's not the worst at this tier either, and you get really good fire chance on pretty much anything you shoot. So I hit this destroyer once and I immediately got 2 fires on it. Alright, and I do see the destroyers on my bows, so let's try. Actually, you know what, let's do this. Let's see if we can get a lucky torpedo hit on one of these destroyers. And if we go this way, we actually took out a lot of their main guns. If we go this way, we limit the chance that we are going to get torpedoed as well. Oh, there's one torpedo hit. There's a fire. And yeah, even with a tier 5 destroyer, I'm still showing up these other destroyers, which are ranked at tier 7 and 8 in the game, but their stats don't really reflect that. Alright, so we were able to see those torpedoes quite quickly. Oh, I was going to finish her off. Alright, as you can see here, I'm lighting a fire with pretty much every single shot or salvo. I do have a buff to my fire chance, but this is still pretty average. Oh, we sank a ship. Not sure which one that was. Oh, there goes another one. Can we get a third one right off the bat? There we go. Ooh, torpedoes. Alright, let's speed boost and rush the Kongo with our torpedoes while we work with our guns on this Kagero. which is 16,100 health, which is actually pretty decent. Nothing compared to my buffed 23,800 though, but still pretty decent. Alright, and now we're just slowly dismantling this Kagero. I'm going to be in secondary range of the battleship here pretty soon, so I'll be taking more damage from that. I have 2 fires on this destroyer. Ooh, the battleship's actually turning away from me. But I'm going to be in a smoke screen pretty soon, and yep, I'm undetected right now. Well, I'm detected now. Well, let's have some fun. Let's pop a smoke screen. We're going to pop in and out of detectability, so we'll still have some secondaries fire our way. But for the majority, we're going to be fine. Or at least that is outside of 2 kilometers. I'm going to set off one set because she is maneuvering pretty wildly right now. Not entirely sure which direction she's going to go. But I think at this point we have her cornered. Oh, so the first set missed. She's actually going to dodge the second set as well. Alright. So I might have to pull back here then. And try... Oh, she already has 3 fires on her, so there's not many more, or much more I can do in that regards. Just kidding, I still set a fire. Alright, so I'm going to start pulling away because... Oh, we're not being shot at. Okay, cool. Well, even then, the secondaries are still going to start tearing me apart. And we ran aground because we're not paying attention to where we're going. That's fine, because she is sunk due to my fire. Awesome. So let's see how we did. $86,000 damage. We still did not break 100k yet. 5 ships sunk, 127 shell hits, 1 torpedo hit, 9 fires, 1 flooding. Let's look at the damages. 51,000, almost 52,000 in high explosive shells, 22,000 damage from fires, and 11,100 in torpedoes. So a lot in terms of guns, and just a little bit in terms of torpedoes, but we only had 1 torpedo anyways. Farragut's a really, really good gunboat, especially at her tier, so definitely would make use of that against the Japanese destroyers, which are not so much good gunboats. With that, I will wrap up today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe for further content, and join me tomorrow while we go over the second mission for Cape Esperance. So again, thank you and take care.